What will happen to the body when leaving eating bread for 14 days? Many peoples depend primarily on bread of all kinds and methods of manufacturing for their food. You may be surprised to learn that bread is the most important cause of human health deterioration, due to a number of elements that make it up, which cause many digestive and allergic problems. If you have not yet decided whether or not to give up eating bread, here is some information that may change your mind and prompt you to reduce these huge amounts of bread and replace them with other types that are healthier for the body. Why should I stop eating bread? Bread contains many nutrients that require reconsideration, thinking, and exclamation and question marks about their usefulness and suitability for the body, and the extent of its impact on our vital system and metabolic processes. Baking ingredients. We can put gluten at the top of this list. We must know first that gluten is a series of proteins found in various grains in different proportions, such as wheat, barley, and oats. When this protein mixes with water, it becomes more like glue, which helps the bread rise and ripen, and gluten helps give the bread a texture and a soft, chewy texture. It forms one of two types of protein, glutenin and gliadin, which are the two main proteins within the protein-gluten chain. Gluten causes some obvious damage to the health of the body, especially for those people who suffer from digestive disorders, sensitivity to gluten and wheat, and some other diseases. How does gluten harm the intestines? Eating gluten destroys the small villi on the wall of the digestive system and causes its upper part to dissolve, which leads to a problem in absorbing fat-soluble vitamins and nutrients, and causes autoimmune diseases, and affects the good microbes inside the body. Phytic acid. Phytic acid ranks first in the list of harmful substances in baking. So, what is phytic acid? It is a natural substance found in plant seeds that absorbs minerals. It also limits the absorption of calcium, zinc, and iron. This acid is abundant in whole grains that contain large amounts of bran that are full of phytic acid, which prevents the absorption of zinc, and thus its deficiency. This acid also depletes the body's stores of vitamin B1 and vitamin E, which are essential for a healthy heart. Refined grains. Most of the grains that are included in the baking industry are refined grains, as the grain peels are removed, so the bread becomes empty calories that cause a rapid rise in blood sugar when consumed, which leads to more feelings of hunger, and thus overeating. Weight gain and obesity, and it also causes some metabolic diseases, such as insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease. These types of white-baked goods contain a bleaching substance called chlorine oxide, which some studies have proven to cause type 1 diabetes and damage the pancreas. After this detailed presentation of the ingredients of bread and their harmful effects on the human body, do you still insist on eating bread again? Good. If you are one of those who are not convinced except by experience, we invite you to try abstaining from eating bread for 14 days. This experience has many benefits, some of which we will enumerate as follows. 1. Less feeling of bloating, due to the lack of gluten. Because eating it leads to inflammation, which causes bloating, especially in people who suffer from gluten sensitivity. 2. Provides a greater proportion of zinc, iron, and calcium. 3. A feeling of relief in the head due to the disappearance of blurry consciousness, clarity of mind. Less feeling of headache and increased focus and attention. 4. Improved mood, less nervousness, thanks to stable blood sugar, less anxiety, and an improvement in depression. Because what we eat in our gut affects what happens in our brain. 5. Less pain and a decrease in the spread of inflammation, because sugar and carbohydrates exacerbate inflammation, so if you suffer from arthritis or fibromyalgia, you will feel much better when you stop eating bread. 6. Greater weight loss, and a decrease in the amount of fat accumulated in the abdominal area due to a lack of insulin secretion. 7. Boost energy levels. 8. A decline in the symptoms of diabetes, and a decline in diabetic hemoglobin, but this will not appear before 3 months of stopping eating bread. The improvement in this hemoglobin will not appear after 14 days of the diet. 9. Reduction of bad cholesterol and oxidation within the arteries. 10. Availability of vitamin B and vitamin E in greater quantity in the body. Because refined carbohydrates and refined grains deplete the body's stores of these vitamins, while the absorption of these vitamins promotes the health of the heart and lungs, which reduces the possibility of heart attack. Due to the improvement in the performance of the heart and the decrease in oxidation in the arteries, the risk of stroke and clogged arteries is reduced. Those people who are determined to quit eating bread can replace it. Other types, safer for health and more beneficial to the body. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, please subscribe, like and share for Osteron's channel.